Hi guys, truth is gradually, coming out from Igbo leaders. Nnamdi Kanu started these agitations. No name when they never call him. Nothing when they never talk. They even made sure that he was apprehended in Kenya. These people. So I'm going to ask myself this question. Does it mean that these leaders, they don't feel what, their people are feeling? It doesn't make sense that you are the only one, gaining in your little space while your people are not happy. It doesn't make sense. You get. What makes you a hero is someone who cares for his people, who looks after his people, not be just your own, benefits and all that. So my people, this video you were about to watch, I don't know, maybe you don't know when he talk. He said they are all pretending about this one Nigeria. This one is Senator Kalu from Nnamdi Kanu State, Abia State. Senator Orji Kalu na he talk for this interview one I won't watch. He said they are all pretending. They are all pretending. I bet make I just drop them. Okay, I will be right back.
True. President Obasanjo was part of the coup, but he exonerated himself as normal. If you ask military leaders, most of those top military people knew about the coup. I'm talking on the point of where he has exonerated the Igbos.
So you imagine that they should be commended.
To me, He should be commended. Let me tell you the truth. Where he has exonerated the Igbos. Because the rest of the country have held battles against the Igbos. Forget people like us that you see us, you see the face of Nigeria. You see us, we represent what Nigeria should be. We don't know Igbo, we don't know Hausa, we don't know Yoruba. We only know Nigeria. Forget about it. They have maltreated our people in this country because of the Civil War, which offense we never committed. Many Igbos, many of my brothers and sisters have suffered because of the Civil War.
In what way do you think?
None of the generals was able to come out and say Igbos never participated in this.
Is it one of the reasons why there are those in the Southwest who thought that perhaps the reason why Peter Obi should be president, for example, to give the Igbos a place?
No, I'm not going to discuss.
Politically speaking,
I'm not going to discuss that with you.
No, you are discussing. You are speaking for the Igbo nation tonight.
Listen to me. I'm not going to discuss.
You see, sometimes it takes psychology to understand Nigerian politicians. Yes, I say so. It takes psychology to understand Nigerian politicians, because Nigerian politicians, they are too, I'm sorry to use this word, they are smart, but in other way, they are cunning. They are going to tell you the real truth in a way that you will never even understand what they are saying now. Orji Kanu was commending IBB that Obasanjo, almost everybody knew that that coup was not an Igbo coup, that IBB took courage to write that, yes, this was not an Igbo coup. But not only that, he said, forget about us. Mark that sentence. Forget about us, who don't know Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, we know only Nigeria. Forget about us, because our people are suffering. They are killing our people. The hate is against our people. This thing is just like a normal sentence. But if you can read the mind of Orji Kanu, what led to him saying that, you will shed tears. What he's saying is that forget about us. We are pretending that all is well, but all is not well. He said, forget about us, who know only Nigeria. But our people are dying, this is happening. You don't need to act like one Nigeria, or you're acting one Nigeria for you to say the truth. How many times has Orji Kanu come out to say that my people are dying? Look at how they are marginalizing my people, and so on and so forth. Anyway, this is a very interesting interview. I would like you to watch it to the end, because it shows you what is really going on in Nigeria. It exposed a lot of things to you to understand the mind of politicians, that what these people are interested is what they are gaining from one Nigeria. That is what he confessed indirectly, that forget about us, who know only one Nigeria. Our people are dying. So if you forget about them, remove them from the picture, that is what he's telling you. If you remove us from the picture, who are pretending to know one Nigeria, the rest is nothing to write about. My people are dying, we are this, we are that. Anyway, if you can decode so many things he said in this interview. Just take your time and glance through it.
And some of what came out of that book. And of course, yesterday we had Senator Olusola Adeyeye, who was incidentally was the chief whip before you, was the chief whip in the 8th Senate. You were the chief whip in the 9th Senate. And he said a lot of things about the IBB era, and when he was in the House of Reps, the 3rd time, you had your own issue with, Obasanjo 3rd time, and you had your own issue with Obasanjo. And some of those things that Professor Adeyeye said about on this program, about the 3rd time agenda and what went down. In the benefits of hindsight and reflecting on those years, you were governor, a 2nd-term governor, when Obasanjo was also 2nd-term president, and that time that it was rife, the agitation about the debate over the 3rd time. What would you remember majorly at that period?
Like what?
Tell us.
Like what? You are not asking. You are just talking to yourself. No, really? You are talking to yourself.
I'm asking you a question, except you are dodging from answering.
No, you have not asked me any question.
I'm asking about the 3rd time agenda.
Oh, the 3rd time.
There was a reflection by Senator Adeyeye on this program about
I didn't
some of
watch,
the politics and how
I didn't watch what Senator Adeyeye said. I can't comment on what Senator Adeyeye. On the Babangida's book, I think Nigerians are very unfair to Babangida.
Really?
Yes, because Babangida came out. When I said that the story is not complete, I wanted President Babangida to write more of the stories, because the story had not finished. Because it just looked that maybe Babangida is trying to tell you a story. No. There are more to the story. There are officers who ask Babangida, no, you cannot hand over to this man. There are people. This is why we needed. Nigerians are not very fair to Babangida. He came out on his own to say things that nobody ever said. That we could have respected people to say things he said. For example, what he said about the Igbos. That the military coup was not Igbo coup. And people have held the Igbos on ground for this particular sin, which they never committed. Major Kaduna Nzogu never spoke Igbo, although he's from Igbo land. He was born and brought up in Kaduna, and his name was Major Kaduna Nzogu. And he was just a forthright officer who wanted a new Nigeria, and with other people. Even people you think, let me be honest with you, President Obasanjo was part of the coup. But he exonerated himself as normal. If you ask military leaders, most of those top military people knew about the coup. He came from India, not Ampa. He came from India. How will he have not known about the coup? And he came back to Nigeria from his school to back to Nigeria. So most of them knew. It was when few officers refused to do what they're supposed to do that it became a problem. Few officers didn't do what they're supposed to do. If they have gone ahead to execute the coup in Eastern Nigeria, execute it here and there'll be no problem. So some people either developed cold feet or found another strategy.
When you say some Nigerians are not fair to IBB, are you referring to the Abacha family who are aggrieved?
No. I'm
just a moment, sir. Just a moment, sir. Are you referring to MK Abiola family, or you are referring to those who were incarcerated and those who were jailed and spent many years in prison, and those who lost their life? Family of those who lost the Vasta family and the rest. When you say Abibi is not people are not PFC.
When you come out, to put things in writing, open up wounds so it could be closed. This is what Babangida did. It's almost nearing 80.
Is it closing or is
no?
According to some of them, they felt that he opened up those points and they're now looking fresh.
Let me tell you, this is why that more military people that were there should talk about. There should be second part of the book, because if we mention only one name or two names, or there is not interested. they should go all hog and tell Nigerians the truth. Because
should?
I know the top military men, Babangida should write the second book. I know that Babangida was in danger. Babangida was in danger throughout this period. If you remember the way he left power, you will know something was wrong.
He spent 9 years plus.
Yeah, no. I mean, at the late hour.
At the tail, yeah.
Yes, you know.
What could have stopped him from handing over to Abiola? For an election that was
I don't know, because
already.
I'm not a military man, but I know something was wrong.
So when you exonerate him in that manner, for those Nigerians...
No, I'm not saying he's exonerated. He has his own life to live. But I say Nigerians are not fair to him. This man had came out openly to confess this is what happened, strengthening the history. I'm talking on the point of where he has exonerated the Igbos.
So you imagine that he should be commended.
To me, he should be commended. Let me tell you the truth. Where he has exonerated the Igbos. Because the rest of the country have held battles against the Igbos. Forget people like us that you see the face of Nigeria. You see us, we represent what Nigeria should be. We don't know Igbo, we don't know Hausa, we don't know Yoruba. We only know Nigeria. Forget about it. They have maltreated our people in this country because of the Civil War, which offense we never committed. I knew nothing about the Civil War. I've suffered about the Civil War. Many Igbos, many of my brothers and sisters have suffered because of the Civil War.
In what way do you think
none of the generals was able to come out and say Igbos never participated in this.
In what way would you say Igbos have suffered because of the alleged tagging of an Igbo coup? Because that was
are you the one asking me this question?
No, I'm asking because
are you not a Nigerian?
Full-blown Nigerian. But the question I'm asking, you were saying, just
let me tell you,
you said that Igbos have suffered
about 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Petrochemical supposed to be a part of Abia State, and they remove it.
Because I
have the extract of the Council of State. They remove it. A lot of are you not why are you are this common? You must tell yourself the truth.
I'm just asking you the question.
No, because tell yourself the truth.
There are also.
Are you the one saying
just for a moment, sir? Just for a moment, sir.
When last you made Igbo man to sensitive position in this country, people, because they say that Igbos planned the coup, people were afraid.
So you imagine that there is a kind of distrust.
Yes, of course.
Politically speaking.
Politically, economically, socially, everything. Some of us keep quiet, not because we don't know what to say. We just keep quiet, let the sleeping dog lie. Not because we don't know what to say. You know the way people maltreat the Igbos in the polity. We don't want to be talking about this because I think that in our schools, in everywhere, we should go back to write a history, full history of the Civil War, write history of everything that Nigeria, that we should teach our children history in school. Otherwise, we will not heal. This country needs to be healed, and this country needs to be one. Unless we are one, faced by competition, the country will still be limbering.
It's about 55 years or so when the Civil War ended, 1970. It started in 67. You are as old as Nigeria. You were born in the same year Nigeria got its independence. Yes. In all of these years, there is this feeling that, there is marginalization of the Igbo man. And politically speaking, he's been sidelined. And perhaps there are those who are asking for a creation of state. But if the wrongs are to be corrected, in what ways? And you are a major voice in the national. You are playing the federal politics now. You are in the ruling party.
Yes.
The president is your friend.
Yes.
You were in the same class of governors of 1999 and 2023, 2003. But I'm asking you, there is a reason why I'm asking the question. Because if you are speaking to President Tinubu, for example, you can remind him of being in the same class, of being a governor in the first instance. So there is a sense of, there is a connection.
Being a governor is that he's my my personal friend. So,
yes, so
it's not about government. I known him before we became government.
So, but
we're very close.
if you know somebody on a certain level,
yes,
you should be able to relate with them.
Yes.
And the question I'm asking is that if there are things that you think has made the Igbo man being relegated or marginalized, in what way do you think this can be corrected? You are playing national
I have
politics
already
now.
spoken to President Tinubu, and this is not what I will tell you openly. He knows. I'll discuss it with him.
After the IBB book autobiography?
Yes, so he knows. He knows. So it's not.
Does it include that there should be a 6th Southeast state?
Of course, Aniomba state should be created. The 6th Southeast state is the only state that will be viable to be created in the Southeast. Aniomba are Igbos, and they never said they are not Igbos. The 6th Southeastern state should be created, and they had to go to Aniomba with some other states in Onitsha and everywhere. They become a state.
Delta rivers.
Yes. But not rivers, but Delta mostly.
There are some rivers. There are some Igbos who identify as Igbos also in. No,
you cannot just go to jump somewhere, go to the other place. You first do this side, and possibly.
So there should be an Anioma state.
There should be an Anioma state. To be forthright, there should be an Anioma state.
Is that part of what you discussed with President Tinubu?
No, but there shall be an Anioma state.
What are those things you discussed?
I cannot tell you. It's personal.
Okay, it's a personal issue.
Yes.
So no, I won't pry into that.
You don't.
But can you? Of course, I mean, I'm not asking you to discuss whatever it is that is personal between you and the president. But what are those things?
The president is committed to bring justice to all Nigerians, not to some Nigerians.
Did he accede to your request?
No, you cannot tell me yes or no. But I'm telling you, the president is committed of bringing justice to all Nigerians. He wants to address issues that affect every facet of this country. He's committed.
Is it one of the reasons why there are those in the Southwest who thought that perhaps the reason why Peter Obi should be president, for example, to give the Igbos a place?
No, I'm not going to discuss.
Politically speaking,
I'm not going to discuss that with you.
No, you are discussing. You are speaking for the Igbo nation tonight.
Listen to me. I'm not going to discuss anything about Igbo president or Igbo this.
You're not a very shy person.
No,
why are you shy tonight?
No, I'm not shy. I cannot. But I'm telling you are afraid that I'm not going to discuss issues that are not supposed to be discussed.
You told me before in an interview
that
there's a need for an Igbo presidency.
And I still tell you there's a need for it.
Up to today?
Yes. So Igbos must present an acceptable candidate by all Nigerians. No one zone can make a president. No one. President Tinubu was not elected by Yorubas. He was elected by all Nigerians.
When do you think the Igbo presidency is ripe?
Well, in our party, we have only one presidential candidate now. And Tinubu has to do 8 years. And
is that a must?
It's not a must, but Nigerian people, you can see the rebased economy is coming down. You can see things are starting to trickle in. Manufacturers were seeing inventory in the warehouse, and cost of manufacturing was 23 and some percent in November, December, October. Today is a...
All right, guys, thank you very much for staying to the end of this video. What's your take on this? Please, let's hear from you. Kindly drop your comments below the comment section. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Share this video, let it go viral. Thank you, and bye for now.